Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm not going to keep you guys long tonight, but I wanted to jump on here, man, and tell you something that was on my heart when it comes to the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. I'm afraid, guys, that Lamar Jackson will be returning to the Baltimore Ravens uh, more than likely, and I'm going to tell you why I think that. The whole league has uh, plotted and planned and colluded against Lamar Jackson. Now, you guys may say, well, Leon, you always making these takes. You always got this controversy. You got to come off of that. Well, let me tell you why. When the Baltimore Ravens initially announced that they were going to franchise tag Lamar Jackson and place the non-exclusive tag on him, I came out and said, man, the non-exclusive tag doesn't make a lot of sense because you allow Lamar Jackson to go date other teams. And if somebody gives him an offer that he likes, he's going to accept it, right? That was my take. Whereas if the Baltimore Ravens held on to Lamar, right, they had total control over what deal they took in order to trade him. And so it didn't make sense initially. But then after the announcement came out that they did franchise tag him, you heard that the Atlanta Falcons were out. They were not going to pursue Lamar Jackson. You heard that the Carolina Panthers were out. You heard that the Miami Dolphins were out. Um, so you got these teams that are quarterback needy, and a lot of them can create cap space or they have cap space, and they're out already. They're out within 5 minutes of the announcement. Now, that don't make a lot of sense, no, does it? Let's just use our practical knowledge. Now, that don't make sense. And then let me add two more teams. The New Orleans Saints needed a quarterback. How likely was they jumped into bed with Derek Carr before they knew what was going to happen with Lamar Jackson? Don't make sense. Uh, the New York Jets. That's all we've heard. That's all we've heard. New York, New York, New York. The Jets, the Jets, the Jets. They jump in bed and start talking with Aaron Rodgers before they knew what was going to happen with Lamar Jackson. We're talking about less than 24 hours. The Jets and the Saints jump in the bed and start talking and make deals with Derek Carr and Aaron Rodgers before they knew what was going to happen with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is younger than them, and at this point he's more talented than them. And the money you're going to have to pay for Aaron Rodgers is going to be similar to the money you would have to pay for a 14-year younger Lamar Jackson. The money they agreed to down in New Orleans was going to be very similar to the money that somebody would have to pay Lamar Jackson. But so you take five quarterback needed teams off the market for Lamar Jackson within 24 hours, and three of them within 5 minutes of the announcement. Now, you tell me that doesn't sound coordinated. You tell me that these owners are not trying to make Lamar Jackson an example. You see, they couldn't do it with Deshaun Watson because Cleveland just, pulled a fast one. Nobody knew it until it was done. But we've been hearing speculation that Lamar Jackson wanted a deal very similar to Deshaun Watson's. Now, he didn't say he wanted Deshaun Watson's deal. Matter of fact, we don't know what he wants. But we've heard he wanted a fully guaranteed deal. But I think that's more speculation. But I'm sure he wants Deshaun Watson type guaranteed money. And why shouldn't he? Why should Lamar Jackson want Deshaun Watson guaranteed money? He doesn't have the off the field issues. He's shown to be a better overall player. He's 2-0 against Deshaun Watson. He has an MVP. And he can't get Deshaun Watson's money. It's not Lamar Jackson's fault that Cleveland made a silly decision, but Lamar Jackson is finna be the one pay for it. You see, because these things cannot just be coincidence that the Saints who needed a quarterback and the Jets who needed a quarterback jump in the bed and make deals with quarterbacks before they know what's happening with the best quarterback on the market this year. And then Atlanta, Carolina, and Miami, they say, well, I'm out before they knew or at the time that they knew. They're not even going to take a flyer on him. All it's going to cost them is two first round picks. And as far as Miami go, they gave up more than that to get Tyreek Hill. The Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons have chased Deshaun Watson or had chased Deshaun Watson down for a year and a half in spite of all the off-field issues. They were still in pursuit of him. So you're telling me you're going to pursue Deshaun, but you're going to say you're out on Lamar Jackson before he even really hits the market? That does not make sense, guys. And so let's say, oh, well, they're probably going to wait on the draft and they're going to get one of the top quarterbacks. No, they're not. There's only three blue chip guys available: Stroud, Young, and Anthony Richardson. Those guys are going to have to give up as much draft capital to move up from 8 Atlanta and 9 Carolina to even get one of the top three guys. You see, this thing doesn't make sense. You got a proven guy you can go get. You see, in even drafting a quarterback in the first round this year, that's one first round. That's one draft pick. All you have to give up is one more to get Lamar Jackson. It doesn't make sense, guys. You can't prove collusion, but this is what this is. You can't have that much coincidence happening within 24 hours. That's what they're going to make Lamar Jackson the fall guy. So let me tell you the narrative that's going to be around Lamar Jackson. There's going to be some teams that's going to make Lamar Jackson an offer, but they're going to ensure that he doesn't get near the guaranteed money that um, Deshaun Watson got, and they may make sure that he don't get Kyler Murray guaranteed money, which is at 189. You see, they're gonna make Lamar Jackson the example. Why? Because that sets the stage for Herbert. That sets the stage for Burrow, Hurts, and Trevor Lawrence in a couple of years. See, if Lamar Jackson doesn't get his guaranteed money and he becomes the example, that's going to make Herbert and Burrow, Hurts, and Lawrence back off a little bit. And they can say, well, shoot, I can't get no fully guaranteed deal either. See, that's why it has to be a collective uh, uh, um, campaign against Lamar Jackson because all of these guys I just named are next ups. Hurts, Herbert, Burrow are next up. And then uh, Trevor Lawrence is getting ready to complete his third year. He'll be up. So if Lamar Jackson gets near Deshaun Watson guaranteed money, then what is Burrow and the rest of those guys going to ask for? Matter of fact, let's go a step further. In another year, guess who comes up again? Josh Allen. Guess who comes up again? Patrick Mahomes. You see what I'm saying? And these owners aren't trying to do that. And so they're going to make Lamar Jackson a fall guy for this whole thing. And so you watch what I tell you. This is going to be the narrative around Lamar Jackson. Because now it makes sense that why they did the non-exclusive. So now Lamar can go talk to teams. When teams offer him a less than market value or at least less money than Deshaun Watson, either he's going to sign the offer sheet or he's going to go back and take the Ravens offer. Either way, either way, the NFL owners win. And so the conversation around Lamar is going to be, well, see, Lamar, you overestimated your value. See, Lamar, you were asking for more than you were worth. See, Lamar, teams didn't value you like the Ravens value you. And that's why I think he may sign, he may end back up with the Ravens. Because you can best believe the Ravens have already told teams around the league what they're going to offer him. Why? Because that sets the market for Burrow, Herbert, Hurts, and Lawrence. It's really disappointing to think that this has been done, but it was too easy to see. It was too easy to see when these teams start bailing out within 5 minutes of the announcement. So listen, man, this is my take, man. Let me know what you guys want me to know on your way out the door. I'm your guy Boulanger. This is the GM, and I'm out.